Hi again everybody, Space Bee back again with some more Sunless Sea, carrying our exploration of Port Cavendish. When we'd last left our captain, we'd just been to the Abbey and I wanted 5 fuel, but we don't really have fuel to spare since we've got a long journey, so the Honey Tongue, we shall have a look in there. Entering the brothel is like sliding into the dream of a surface orientalist. Dual embroidered cushions, bright silk drapes, gilded statues of elephants, sun bears and clouded leopards. Silver censers release curling plumes of rose-scented smoke into the air. The courtesans are red-lipped and coal-smudged. When you catch their eye, they smile back at you with professional interest. Your actions will attract the Pirate King's notice. You need 5 Pirate King's notice gained off from a patron. Ask what red honey is. You know, of course, only the particulars may have slipped your mind. Comfort a Z-Captain. A Z-Captain's weeply gently into Corton's bosom, muttering of a lost crew and rose gardens. Yes, let's do that one. They're all tending the gardens now, she wails, and begins to weep. My poor crew. You wait for a hitch in her sobs and inquire further. It is a slow, delicate business drawing answers out of her, but you're nothing if not perseverant. Seems her crew was constructed by the Lady of the Gardens, and that their duties are something far worse than horticulture. If you're reciting the names of her lost sailors and commend them to Salt's mercy. So I've done that. Any Z stories? Don't have that. Ask what red honey is. One of the nearby courtesan eyebrows lift infinitesimally small, but his reply is practiced. When lamplighters bees suck the nectar of the crimson strain of exile's rose, they are driven to madness. They enter the brains of humans and harvest their memories. He shudders as though imagining the process himself. Those memories are instilled in red honey. Each sip is a burst of memory on the tongue. Deliciously awful, isn't it? He flutters his dyed feather fan. Ooh, I'm getting terror for that. So we'll leave that, see if there's anything else to look at. Nope, we won't put a blaming in the shore. Anything in the shops. Expensive fuel, expensive supplies. Off we go. Hopefully we'll avoid that corvette. And that shark. Shark seems a bit stuck and he wants to go that way. So we'll go this way. Well, this is new. Reef of Roses is some distance to the northeast. That's about where we want to go, so onward putter. See if there's anything else in the area. Khan's Shadow is a long way to the north. We'll try and head there. Discovered Khan's Shadow. I can't see it. Here it is. I do like Khan's Shadow. It's basically a massive collection of ships. Khan's Shadow. Long ago the Khanate turned its back on its warrior traditions. It is no place for pirates and would-be nomads, so here, in the Shadow, the exiles make their home amid 100 wrecked, grounded, decommissioned ships. Can't get them. Regular port report. Conniving, debauching, screechifying, drinking, singing, speeching, poeting, now and again a drunken duel, very occasionally a savage ritual murder. And we'll get rid of Blemigan as well. Blemigan disappears in the moist shadows of a nearby wreck. Shadow watches it goes. Mushrooms, she says cheerfully. I've missed mushrooms. I think that was a good one. Let's see if that gives us anything. Propagation, visage, can't shadow. I'll have to come back at some point. I'm going to stay away from the Canate and basically go in a this-ish route to Nuncio and up to Port Cecil. And I don't think we've been that way. No, because we went round this way. So we'll go back round here. Send out the bat. Yes, definitely run away. For that is very bad. So no islands. I think he's lost sight of us. Yes, he has. This does look interesting. Looks like mushrooms. Funny enough, this didn't even pop up on the map when I sent the bat out. The Fathom King's Hold, Lorkin's Port, named for that most enterprising of drownies. Phosphor cells burn green somewhere below the King waits. This is interesting. Like an iceberg, like a bizarre monster's scheme, like the Neath itself, most of the hold is invisible. You see only a tiny portion of sculpted coral that waits below the surface, the Fathom King's bone rooms and aquaria, his pearl snares and his dining chambers. Let's read these first before we do anything. The Fathom King is the lord of the drownies, those dead who won't stop swimming. By some accounts, he is the lord of all who die at sea. Bring him a story to tickle his curiosity. Is he stories? Yes, we do. Permit shore leave. Perhaps your sailors would like to take the air ashore? Nope. Let's visit the Fathom King. Speaking to the porter has the skin of a shark. She has drowned woman's eyes and is not permitted to look at her hands. Yes, perhaps the story is sufficient. She opens the valves of pearl and permits you to pass into the conduit. This is a salt-blown heart of the hold. The Fathom King floats in his throne, a gem-starred bowl of sea stone the size of a banqueting table. He's wearing a dressing gown of purple brocade, soaked dark with salt water. He leans his chin calmly on his hand. Beneath the surface of the water is his throne. His hidden regions pulse constantly, insistently. Let's have a look. Listen to a Kellenate envoy. A hunter in sharkskin is haranguing the king. Unpardonable intrusion. Our ancient rights have been impunged. King you may be, but not of the shell slayers. We will pay no more tribute. Let's listen. The king makes a chopping motion with his hand. A tide of crabs rushes from the shadows of the throne insists they're on the hunt before he can turn, but not before he can scream. The king watches in satisfaction as they swarm the hunter, snipping the flesh from his bones. Thorn armour guards block the chamber door. When it's done, when his cries are long silenced and scarred bones remain, the king motions you forward. Take something, he commands. Let your justice be remembered above. You may go. Ooh. Oh dear. We will permit shore leave. Oh dear. Captain, I walked the shore at the edge of the coral caps. The drowning sported there. They called my name. I said I could join them if I partook of the feast. Their eyes were red pearls. Captain, I dare not sleep. There is such a hunger on me. Now again some terror. Oh dear. We got our port report. Those granted audience return dazed, awestruck. The king is not generous, but occasionally he is fair. So we've got any shops, shipyard, nope. This is a very not nice place. I don't remember ever seeing that in the past though, so I think that was one I may have downloaded. Because the game updates regularly with new stories. So that must have been one that I picked up. So what does the bat say? Bat hasn't found anything. Send out another bat. Ooh, near polythreme. Polythreme is where the Godfall is some distance to the north. Let's go that way. Polythreme, sorry, is where the claymen come from. Is it support? It is. Seeing the ship in the corner there. Godfall. Sometimes, just occasionally, bits of the roof fall off. Be glad you weren't here when this one did. The brawling bearded men who live here call themselves monks. They pay lip service to said stalactites which fell from the roof. But the chief incest seems to be wine, blood and shouting. Speak with the monks about the newest member. They escort you to his cell. He used to be a sailor, one whispered. We were hoping you could help us work out what's wrong. Let's have a go. Supplicant. The old bearded man sits cross-legged and naked in Godfall's smallest monastic cell. Sight of the group he flinches. His wrinkled skin is covered in faded scars. No more freedom, he whispers. 10 of the clock we sweep, 15 past 10 of the clock we wash. There are orders, there must be orders, no more freedom, please. A monk hands him a mop and bids him to clean the entire chapel by first bell. The supplicant squeezes it tight. Yes, master, he whispered, tears of gratitude welling up in his eyes as he scampers off. There is an awkward silence. He should make a very devout monk, one of the others ventures, once we finally get him into the habit. Interesting. A sea of wine. The throats of the brothels are dry. The brothers are dry. They'll pay for something to moisten them. No mushroom wine. Blood. Offer them a hunting trophy as a gift to their collection. Oh, we've got that. Louder, ever louder. The trophy inspires amongst a feast of bragging. This one broke a giant albino Mori's neck. That one wrestled Hepty chair. Third punched his way out of a bound shark. Fourth, and so on. You are largely forgotten, but there are truths of note in them, and among all the tipsy boasting. You've gained one tale of terror, memory of your distant shores, Z story, and some fragments. Of blood of shouting. Let them tell you about past and present events in the monastery. Oh, that's how we get a port report. Tales are eager to talk about their history. The stalactite they show you was one of the citadels of the starved men who dwell in the roof. When it fell, a few of its occupants survived to become the monks' progenitors. How does that work, you wonder, with their vow of celibacy? They become vague and are suddenly eager to speak of details of passing shipping. And let's find out. It's gone up the dripstone flank of the stalactite into a tiny tunnel. Propagating. Any shops? Shipyard? Nothing else. And let us be on our way to Port Cecil. Turn the light off because we know that that corvette's there. We are running low on supplies, so we'll probably have to pick some up. So tides of appetite, some distance for southeast. Let's have a look. A bit too far. Oh, let's pause the game. I want to get to Port Cecil. Aphotic quills. Scott's Reef. Discovered the wreck of the Emperor Wolfgang. Unfortunately, we can't dock there and pillage it, so best to just carry on. There's another little wreck there. More eel. Port Cecil, drop off the checkered character. He waits eagerly by the rail. He lifted his head to hell. I can already smell the chests, he announces. That's not bad, we're getting 100 echoes. He says, thank you, farewell. He says neither of these things. He drops a sweaty bundle of banknotes in your hand and hares off up the hill, fingers twitching to begin a game. Game players, eh? Let's get our port report. Explore the coral all around Port Cecil. Sea laps dark around silvery coral. Humps and columns rise from the coral, a building maze. Go carefully. Let's have a look. Someone has carved a sinuous shape into the jumbled limestone of the reef. A light grows in the far southwest. It begins like a distant bonfire, but very rapidly it becomes brighter. Brighter. It looks remarkably like sunrise. Some of your crew fall to their knees, others duck behind cover or shield their eyes. One cries, "Door machine waking." Take cover. Keep your eyes on the ground. There is something uncanny. Look around, but not directly at the light. Anything like sunlight is rare down here. What will you see? Let's do that. All the colours. All the colours rise in the rocks, the water, the crystal veins, the roof. The Unterzee is a rich glassy emerald. The face of your crew flashed clear and strong. You've seen nothing like it since you left the surface. In this place, it is utterly wrong. Like fate, suddenly men and women cry out, curse. One weeps. And we're a distant shore at 5 terror. Oh dear. Very expensive stuff. Chests. Low risk this challenge. Let's try it. Discipline success. Odd thoughts bubble up each time you touch a chess piece. This one belongs for home. This one has a secret desire for revenge against the slayer of its rank mate. This will be a queen one day. Those would do better as metal. You taste the metal. You ignore those thoughts and move methodically to a victory over your opponent. He blinks. Checkmate? He asks helplessly. And I've gained a page. Oh, getting harder now, so we won't bother with that one. We do need to lose that terror. As bad things happen. Avoid the eel. The more terror you have, the more weird things happen whilst you're sailing around. It's very Lovecraftian in that manner. There's a wax storm by the look of it. Ragged Crow is some distance to the northeast. What is Ragged Crow? It's there. No, we'll go insane before we get there. Mount Palmerston, so I keep looking at the map. Mount Palmerston. That is bad. What's our terror? 64, yep. Mount Palmerston. Got a port report. Explore the island. At the heart of a salty little bog you come across a pulsing mound of ptarmigans. They are rich dark purple. Like Viscera, perhaps all blackberries. They chitter as they swarm. The sound is like pebbles on a beach. Be careful. A single ptarmigan is a nuisance, and nuisances are a hundred are a calamity. Salt quality, repulsive creatures, take what you can. Let's go for it. Armed sailors settle behind a rise in the ground at the bog's edge. On your single they open fire into purple mass. Dozens of ptarmigans fall, but hundreds remain. They seethe across the bog, leaping across black gaps of standing water. Moors agape. But you direct your crew's fire with calm and precision, and only if you reach the line, your crew methodically smash them with rifle stocks, advance with caution towards the bog. The ptarmigans which remain to defend the mound are no match for your weaponry. You take the mound without a single fatality and they die, chittering curses. Of course, now you've possessed a mound of mud, you find nothing of value. Though the ptarmigans apparently collected little clay tablets, marked with indecipherable chicken scratchings. Quartermaster points out that the ptarmigan bodies can be rendered into purple dye, which will fetch a good price almost anywhere. That was okay. But we do want food. fuel and food. I think we'll buy, although it's expensive, we'll buy 2. Get 4 of that. There we go. And then we'll head back this way. So I don't think we've got those port reports. No, we don't. This will get us a good bit of fuel. Does help if I head in the right direction. I like the music at the Chapel of Lights. Not the Chapel of Lights, Mount Palmerston. Oh, we didn't get there at the right time. So you get to feast. But I'll grab a port report. Chapel of Lights. We are going to gather intelligence though. Shops, shipyard, nope. And off we go. Oh, there's that boss character. Yeah, we don't want to mess with him. From watching other people play this, they always say that the Corvette is when you can start to think about just blasting everything. And they always say never go for the Dreadnought. It's a trap. Because the Dreadnought can't really get behind things. So apparently the Corvette is fine so long as you stay stuck behind whatever you want to shoot at. The frigate can do that as well, but it's also a bit forgiving if you end up out in front. And into dock. We are just about out of time as well, so I think I will bring this episode to a close here. So thanks for watching everybody, and be good to each other. Bye bye.